Do 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 do. Hey, how you doing? Wonderful. This video is slightly salty, so if you have a frail personality, you might not want to watch this video. It's actually not that salty. I know a lot of people think, and looking outside, people think that I'm really critical of countless things, and I really am. The truth is that I have an extremely low tolerance for BS and frou-frou because life is short and shitty, and I just don't have. I have basically no tolerance for BS. I'm actually incredibly diplomatic in person, unless someone's trying to blow smoke up my skirt, proverbially. And then I'll let them have it, figuratively speaking. But I don't know if you know this or not, and I'm always being introspective as far as, the videos I make. I mean, sometimes I'll make videos simply based upon what I want to say, and I actually, since I never asked anybody to subscribe or click the like button, I'm not a believer. I don't believe in herd mentalities. Other people on YouTube, most of them in fact, their entire goal is to see how much nonsense they could spew out and milk people for as much as possible. Please click the like, subscribe button, click the affiliate link below, we got a book and I don't do any of that. Does that make me better than them? No, I really am just a fat tattooed I'm a bit of a prick, just a little bit, but I like it when people are happy. I get emails all the time from countless people, saying that they enjoyed so-and-so video. A guy recently invented something amazing that works for Caltech, and he used to work for NASA. I posted the video, but I also posted some content that he didn't want me to show, so I pulled the video, out of respect for that. But he did give me permission to post the pictures, but I posted a little bit too much information, so, stuff like that is absolutely incredible. But in being self-critical, I also have to look at the entire circle, because often people are more critical of themselves than they necessarily need to be. Actually, I find the most reprehensible thing is like horrible people that like wake up in the morning and they look in the mirror and they could be like abusive, horrible, or like insanely ugly people, and they'll like look in the mirror and they go, "You're awesome." I never do any of that. I know exactly what I look like, and I know what my personality is, but I am extremely self-critical, and about the stuff, but I have to look at the circle of everything. But I mean, I can only take care of myself, obviously. So the only person you could worry about is yourself. If you're not looking over your shoulder because you've done a bunch of horrible things, then that's a great place to be in life. And most people aren't like that. And I never claim to be perfect, far from it. The only thing I actually care about is wisdom. But I had a conversation with Darren Miles down in Florida about a month ago, and we kind of had a little open session, and he started. He's like, when I got into photography, I finally taken a look around at all these photography channels on YouTube, is essentially what he said, and I'm totally in agreement with him. He said something to the effect that I just realized how, I don't know if he used the word seedy or. So I was like, you're exactly right. I said, look at me. I said, I'm covered in tattoos. I look like a convict or something because I've got all these tattoos. Like, I'm the most normal one out of all of them. I don't know about the most, but pretty damn normal. I actually take pride in the fact that I write books and articles for people for free, and I think people appreciate that. And recently I was horribly pissed off, more pissed off than I've ever been pissed off this entire year, by somebody that I used to communicate with through YouTube. He made me so damn mad. It just what little spark I saw in a certain small percentage of humanity was almost wiped out. Not literally, but it just what a horrible person. And it is due to ignorance and stupidity on his part. I'll tell you what that is in a second, but in being self-critical, I look around at the top 10 or 20 YouTube channels, and It's like, what exactly am I supposed to be super critical about? I don't have any affiliate links. I'm not, selling any books or, like that article that I wrote last week on hardcore metaphysics with over 100 citations in it. You know how hard it is to write something like that? People asked for that, and I wrote that and I put it up. I mean, I never received a single donation from that. I mean, how much time do you think I spent writing that article? I can write stuff like that off the top of my head, actually, but it's still, I mean, that was a really dense, hardcore article. I mean, there's a perfect example. That book that I wrote for Fujifilm, for people, for Fujifilm users, 180 pages. I didn't ever thought it would be that long. In totality, over like a 2-month period of time, I got, like $2 here, $5 here. I got a totality of right at $480. I didn't keep an exact total, but I mean, it took me a long time to write that book, and I'm glad to give it away for free. I'm glad people like it. Even a guy at Fujifilm says that his reps use that book. Yeah, isn't that neat? I spent a lot of time writing that. I don't know how much your time is worth, but I came off with no preconceptions about what I'd make off the book, but considering how much time I actually spent in writing that book at basically let's say $500 of donations, I made, I don't know, what did I make? Like $1 an hour that I put into that book? So what? I wrote it for free, and that's the way it should be. I asked like a $5 donation, and many people complied on that, which is wonderful. But I mean, the book is still a free download. No one actually had to pay for it. I had a guy brutally attack me that I thought was my friend over that, and he just made me so effing mad. He wrote on another YouTube channel that a bunch of people had me. He's like, you gotta look at this guy. He's like, isn't this guy your buddy? And he's like, not really. I mean, I've never met the guy. And he said something to the fact that the way I scam people is that I write a book and then I beg for donations. So let me get this straight. I write a book and I spend a lot of time writing it, yeah? And then I put it out for free and I suggest a $5 donation, which nobody has to provide, it's free will. And that guy accuses me of, of scamming people? It's like, what the hell? I'm not supposed to get paid for doing a bunch of work on a book that I'm giving away for free? It's like, it's suggested. If you like the book, enjoy it. You don't have to donate anything. I mean, that made me so effing mad. That made me really, really, really effing mad. So the way I scam people is that I write a book and spend a lot of time writing it, and I give it away for free, then I beg for donation. It's like, that's a hell of a scam, so I should spend a lot of time writing something, give it away for free, and then my scam is man, that really, really pissed me off so much. But in getting back to being self-critical, I am extremely self-critical. But I look around at the competition, and I don't really think they're competition, because the only thing I care about is wisdom. I do a lot of stuff on field theory and hardcore metaphysics. Man, if I had the energy and stamina, I could make like 10,000 videos overnight on metaphysics. And apparently people like that. I didn't think anybody would, but I've been translating ancient Greek and Pali. And looking around at the competition's the wrong word. Like the other people's, I'm like, these are the people that I like compete with for talking about camera gear and stuff. You got a guy that sniffs cameras and takes pictures of brick walls and is pimping everything imaginable, which is his own right and prerogative. It's a free country, yeah? Am I being too critical of that? No. Well, really I am, but you take pictures of brick walls and you sniff cameras and you're really flamboyant like a used car salesman. Listen, everybody's got their faults. I've got plenty of my own faults. But I'm not looking over my shoulder because I've screwed anybody over. And then you got Ozzie and Harriet, or Regis and Kathy Lee, Ozzie and Harriet, there we go. There's an affiliate link for everything. I don't think those people actually care about cameras at all. I mean, a lot of YouTube channels now, what they are is delivery vehicles for selling you something. Selling books and have 10,000 affiliate links in every video. Not literally, but pretty close. And that's also someone's prerogative. However, the rules of YouTube say that you're really not supposed to do that, and I've read those rules, so I don't know how people like that get away with that. And to me, that's no different than like a high-class version of the ShamWow guy. You remember the guy selling you the magic towel on TV? You know? And you got just a lot, and this is what I was talking with Darren Miles about, about a month ago. No one in particular, at least not that I'll mention. Just really unsavory characters. And, if I saw someone that looked exactly like me coming from the other direction, it's like, wow, that's an unsavory. Look at the tattoos, that bald guy. Like for this lens, for example, I'm not actually able to post any information about it, but I've been out testing the piss out of it, because Fujifilm doesn't give me permission to post any test examples of it yet. A couple people have gotten permission, but they have a special deal with Fuji. I'm not making any money doing that. I don't make any money waking up, in the morning and answering 100 emails, or roughly there, and, reading every comment. That takes up a lot of time. I mean, it's just exhausting. And now I'm on Facebook, the Facebook goes ding, ding, ding. There's another stream of email avenues. The rest of these unsavory characters on YouTube, I mean, taking pictures of girls in seedy motel rooms. I mean, is that really what passes for top YouTube quality on photography content? 1 billion affiliate links. Click the link below. Click like and subscribe. We like, or, someone else that's presumably due to a dozen different women ganging together, making highly believable claims about horrible things a specific YouTuber did to them. I mean, you gotta be, I've watched each one of those videos twice, maybe. I mean, that's some hardcore, I could like have my crazy ex-girlfriend like make one YouTube video. Of course, other than her being abusive, we got along fine. I couldn't even get away if like my crazy ex-girlfriend, made a video about how fat or lazy I was or something. Like, who knows what she'd make. God knows I never laid a hand on her. Just you got a dozen different women making claims about horrible things a specific YouTuber did them. I mean, very, very believable, by the way. Extremely believable. It's like, this is, is this what I have to compete with on an ethical level? It's like, I'm a bit of a prick, and I'll admit it, and I'm extremely self-critical. It might not look that way from your position watching these videos, but it's like, is that exactly what I have to compete with? People with 1 billion affiliate links are trying to pimp and shill everything effing imaginable? Or people taking, seedy pictures in hotel rooms and, all sorts of extremely unsavory things, that's never down my alley. What the hell would people do to me if I started sniffing cameras and my examples of test shots of how good a lens is take pictures of brick walls? It's like, could I get away with crap like that? I ask myself, not that I would want to do that, but I ask myself, could I get away with crap like that? And the answer is no. And the conclusion that I came to ages ago, even before doing YouTube videos, is if you lie and are nice enough and smile at people enough and tell everybody how much you love them, that you could basically almost do anything. But I'm not like that. I'm not trying to run a personality contest. I'm actually extremely nice in person. By the way, someone really creeped me the hell out. Here's a message for anybody out there. Never show up at my door unannounced. A guy literally stalked me. And I got a FedEx delivery package of a cheap piece of junk I bought off of eBay. And like after I closed the door, 10 seconds later, the guy was pounding on my door. He's like, oh, I was here yesterday. He's like, I knew you were finally home because I saw you open the door for the... I was like, what the hell? Even if someone has good intentions, you don't stalk people. You don't wait outside their door for them to answer. It's like, I didn't know if this was your address or the other address. I figured this is exactly what he said. I don't know if this was your address or the other address was yours. I assumed that the other one was your parents' house. I was like, yeah. So you stalk someone online, you show up at their, even if your intentions are, That is not what we call the word kosher. I don't ever use the word kosher in my daily language, by the way. I don't care as far as food, what's kosher, what's not kosher. But that's colloquially not kosher. You just don't do so. You just don't do stuff like that. Don't ever show up at my door unannounced. Don't ever do it. It's not only rude, it's unethical, and it's what we call sketchy. Yeah, the word I'm looking for is sketchy. Sketchy. Yeah. Even if the heart is in the right place, you know? You don't do stuff like that to people. That was off topic, but I thought I'd have to relate that to you because that was really sketchy and creepy. You know, even if the person's heart is in the right place, it's like, oh, you know, you don't do stuff like that to people. That is sketchy. Nobody likes that. Nobody that I would ever know would like that. So, in being self-critical, I don't know why I'm making this video. I look around at what everybody else is doing as far as affiliate link hell, pimping and shilling, you know, being accused of, by a lot of different women, of horrible things, sniffing cameras and taking test shots of brick walls, or taking pictures of people stretched out on the bed in seedy motel rooms. Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, just like that, It's like, that makes me feel better. Because I know my personality isn't golden. I don't even pretend to be golden on my personality. But I know I'm not any of that. You know? The books and articles that I write take a lot of time, but they're free. You know, it's like, how much you got to complain about? I know, because you can see the sunburns that's been on my face recently. I actually go out and test this gear a lot. I don't know if people think I like sitting here in the house making videos, which I am right now, but I actually go out and test this stuff, you know? I'm not saying I'm posting the most interesting test shots in the world, but as far as being an expert on lens evaluation, I damn well am one. Because I've had countless thousands of them pass through my hands. And I'm not selling anything. You know, I'm no affiliate links, I don't no sponsorships, or, you know, nothing, no crap like that. And who the hell would sponsor me anyway, right? Nor am I looking for that. So yeah, if you watch this video, I'm sorry, I guess. And the guy that I used to know, that I would never talk to again, man, you really, really pissed me off. I mean, you really pissed me the hell off. You know? Writing a book and taking a long time to do it and asking or suggesting a $5, that's not a scam. That's called working and getting paid for it. The book was still free, and it is free. That guy said that I was running a, that's my scam, is that I write a book and I beg for donate. Yeah, writing a book, I wrote the damn thing. That's called doing a job, and, you know, what if someone else like, I'm going to work this job, and at the end of the week you don't want to pay me, that's okay. But if you want to, you know, you could give me $10 donation. I mean, no one would do that. That's essentially what I did on the book. Man, that really, really, really pissed me 100% the hell off. That comment was so stupid. I knew that person was not that incredibly intelligent to begin with, but I don't care. I actually have nothing against. It's just, man, that really pissed me off. That happened several months ago. But that just really burned my ass. It took my position on humanity a couple rungs lower. It was already down meow, and it took it to down meow. Man, that pissed me off like a lot, because that is just insanely ignorant and rude and horrible. Yeah, and rightfully so. Nobody else with half a brain would think otherwise. They'd be like, you know, you're right. I don't like you, Ken, but you're right on that one. Because I am right on that one. Man, when people do stuff like that, I try not to pay attention. But, anyway, that was my rant, this video. I hope you didn't watch it because I told you in the title, don't watch this video.